Hello CoinGeek, my name is Jan-Axel Karlstedt. I'm Solution Architect here at UNISOT, and I'm going to give a live demo on our newest solution for global item traceability and item data management. I'm really excited to show this to you all today, so let's begin. On the big screen, you can see the login page to your UNISOT, the UNISOT dashboard. The dashboard allows you to see all your UNISOT services, such as EDI business messages, traceability, and much more. It's your keys, meaning your data. And as I'm sure you've heard, the EDI service integrates with your existing ERP systems like SAP or Microsoft Dynamics 365. But today, we're going to focus on the traceability service. Without further ado, let's log into our UNISOT ID and explore. Here we are. The dashboard shows analytics such as how many items we have, how many items are pending acceptance, or how many of our items are in the global supply chain. We're presented helpful notifications like the number of events, recent events. We can even see information such as EDI messages, but the rest is handled in your ERP system. In a quick glance, we can see what's happening with all of our UNISOT services. Now, I know new terms like create, add data, and ownership transfers might be making more questions than answers. So let's make something more tangible. Stephan, let's create a new item, a new digital twin.
Yes.
So let's move to the inventory, but before then, I can give a quick sneak peek of the data exchange, which is where the items, or which is where the orders that move between ERP systems are handled. So here you have incoming and outgoing messages, but of course the rest is handled within ERP systems. But today we're going to focus on the traceability service. So when we move to the inventory, we immediately start to see our items. Let's see the details of one of our items. Here we have a halibut with the transaction ID of 7B3D. You can see the classification is halibut. At UNISOT, we aim to use industrial standards such as GS1, Global Product Classification, or GPC for short. That means the system currently supports over 500,000 different product classifications from glass to halibut. The system is modular, meaning we're adding even more standards. Let's see what else is here. 7 data points, 1 transfer. That means this item contains the shared historic data, or product DNA, from every supply chain partner that has ever owned it. Let's see this item more closely. Here's where we could interact with our item, such as transfer it or add data to it. Let's look at the data. We have a couple of data sources. It looks like temperatures, locations, and weights. These are all within the required margins. This is a quality product up to standards. We could go through this data all day, or we could have an AI giving us smart notifications, such as if a temperature goes above a certain range, we'll be alerted. But I'll create, Stephan, a new digital twin. Let's go to the inventory and click Create. In a few simple steps, I can have my item. I GPC classify it. Let's make a halibut. Let's add some data to it, such as a weight. And let's go forward to review our data before we write it to the blockchain. Looks good. Let's write it to the blockchain. Our item is now on the blockchain. Let's actually view it on chain. Everything is encrypted securely on the blockchain. Our item is locked and loaded immutably. Now, we could add more data, such as PDF documents, whether that's warranties, receipts, or qualifications. This protocol is flexible, meaning whatever data you want to add is really up to the user. For example, UNISOT's seafood chain. We're adding a data template where you have to add data that's compliant with regulations for a fishing industry, that can be many things, such as the fishing vessel name, the capture zone, the fish species. But for now, we just have our item. So let's see what else we can do with our item. Now, this PC isn't very mobile, and it would be so difficult to be in the office all day. It would be more useful if I had something more mobile, something I can use out in the field, something like a UNISOT industrial app on my work phone. Introducing the UNISOT industrial app. The homepage presents statistics and helpful notifications. It's a great piece of technology for recording item locations or doing in-person ownership transfers. I wish I had all day, but I've got an item to give to Stephan. Here's the item in real life. I'll initialize it by linking it to his blockchain twin. So we'll open it up here and initialize it. Now we can find it with the QR code. So I can add some data to this, such as the location coordinates of this great CoinGeek event. Done, and it's on the blockchain. The transactions are built and processed immutably on the blockchain. So, Stephan, here's your halibut. I'll transfer it to you. What's your UNISOT ID? I'll just scan your ID QR, select the data or product DNA that I want to share with you, and press transfer. Stephan gets a notification, and when he accepts, then the item belongs to him.
An item?
It's DB399.
This one. So, let's have a look first. What's in there? Okay, we have some data, we have some weight. Okay, I accept. Yes.
Well, this belongs to you now.
Thank you. So now I can add data to this object. So here we have the halibut. I can add some, let's add a weight or a temperature we didn't have before. So it's now 6 degrees. There it is. Oh, there, 6 degrees, yes. And now I will transfer it back to Jan-Axel or to someone else in the supply chain, but we have no more people here, so transfer it back to Jan-Axel. So I do that by saying transfer, and now I need your ID. And we just scan the QR code.
Great, and now I get a notification on my screen. Here we are, 62943. I can view the data before I accept it.
It's yours again.
I haven't accepted it yet. I have to check that the
okay.
data is up to standard.
Yeah.
So here we have a temperature, 6 degrees Celsius. I don't know if that's within range, but I'll take it anyway.
Okay, great.
So here we have our item. A chain of transfers can go on and on, all across the world. The permissions are secured by the blockchain, which means data can only be seen and managed by who's supposed to. There's still more to show, but that will have to be for another time. Thank you, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed.